What's up, people of YouTube? This is Grow Me Something Mister. It's time for the July 2020 Gardenside chat. No Howard today because we only had one person submit a question. That was through commentary. That is from Mouse4. Mouse4 asked this question. I'm starting a garden and would like to know what tools do you use in your garden from starting to harvesting? What are the tools I need to start out with? The tools needed depends on the size and type of the garden that you want to have. You can have containers, raised bed gardens like mine, or you can have an in-ground garden like Roxker's Homesteading Doghouse, where there's no border or anything. It's just in the ground like a farmer would be. Or you can have a mix of all three or two of them. For instance, I have raised beds, but I also use some containers on occasion. So depending on what type of garden you have will determine the type of tools that you need to complete the mission of gardening. You might need a tractor with cutting discs, or you might need a tilling machine if you're just straight land. Use a tilling machine. If you have container types, you'll need buckets, or if you're made out of wood, you'll need certain materials. If you're like building a box type thing, or other type of material, if it's made out of wood or metal, you'll need some sort of watering can. You'll need power tools such as a cordless or corded drill with drill bits, driver bits. You'll need a circular saw. Of course, this all depends on what type of garden you're having. If you're just having plastic buckets, you don't need all this type of power tools and whatnot. Hand tools, you need a hammer, screwdriver, a hand saw, hand shears, and or some sort of knife or machete. You'll need work or gardening gloves, maybe a straw hat. At minimum, regardless of what you're using, type of garden, at minimum, you're going to need a hand trowel, great little small hand shovel. You'll need a hand garden rake, and you'll need some sort of stick on occasion. I use sometimes broken tree branches, sometimes I'll use broken bamboo. There's always a time that you're going to need a stick, poke a hole in the ground for seeds, scratch it or something, whatever. You need a stick. For gardens other than containers, like mine here, you'll need a pointed shovel at a minimum, a long-handled pointed shovel. I have a hard metal rake, and I also have a spading fork. I use that to turn the soil, level the soil, turn over compost, that type of thing. Finally, the last tool you'll need is abstract, and that is knowledge. You need to know what can you grow and when, what type of soil, what type of pH, when is my produce ready to harvest, what do I need to look at for when it's harvesting, etc., etc. All of these are basic tools that you'll need at a minimum. There's no need to get anything fancy. If you wanted to, you can get different type of shovels, the pointed shovel, the short-handled pointed shovel. You can get a long-handled flat shovel. That's all fine and dandy if you have the need for it otherwise, but basic tools is all you need. Doesn't have to break the bank or anything like that. Really basic. If I missed anything, anyone else watching, if I missed anything, just put it in commentary. It's pretty much it. It's not a whole lot that you need to actually get gardening as far as tools. Now materials, obviously you'll need things if you're going to have buckets, or if you're going to put in raised beds, you'll need lumber, screws, that type of thing. That's materials, not actually tools. Mouse4, thanks very much for that question. If anyone else has any questions for the August Gardenside chat, put them in commentary down below, or you can email me. Thanks very much for watching. This is Grow Me Something Mister, and remember to... No, I don't have an exit on yet, so see you later, everybody.